Hey there, my partners. I am excited to bring you another educational video. This time, we'll be continuing the Zero to Hero series, but this time it will be part one of conifers. All right, because these puppies I happen to bump into my local big box store, and they were 50% off, but I still didn't think that they were worth 50% off. So I managed to negotiate the price to 75% off. And of course, I picked out of four, three of them that I believe that I can fix them. So before we continue with this video, I'm gonna show you a clip where I went to, well, it was Lowe's, all right? So I went to Lowe's and I showed how to pick the best of the bad looking conifers that they'll put on the clearance section. Hey there, Maple Welcome to the Maple headquarters, where I give you all the behind the scenes. And this time is not going to be at the Nut House. I am here at my local big box store, and I'm looking at clearance. All right, clearance. I always come here and check what they got, and I can see a lot of conifers here that are being either overwatered or underwatered. And let me tell you that actually, you know what, they all overwatered. Okay, you can see that right there. It's dying from the bottom up. Now this is a gamble, right? Because you don't know what's gonna happen here. Fortunately, you can return it, right? You can get your money back, but they're marking them at 50% off. And I'm about to negotiate the price even lower, right? Because I'm not here for this. I already got one and it's good, but I'm here for something else. And I'm about to tell you what it is. This one is dead. This is emerald green, all right? And it's completely roasted. And the way that you kind of find out is by looking at the inside, my friend. The inside. You look at the inside. If you see new growth in the inside, is alive. And unfortunately, this one, even the new growth is kind of roasted on this one right here. You see that? Kind of roasted. All right. So in this case, this tree is completely dead. All right. There's no hope for it. Discard it. All right. However, these junipers right here, I'm after these. See that? Moonglow junipers. Now, this is a gamble, guys. It is a gamble, but then again, you can always return them. All right, they're marked at $84 each. And they want to give it to me for 40, but I'm about to negotiate that price a little bit because these are almost about to be dead. But here's the problem, guys. You see that right there? You see how they look all green here on the tip? And as you start looking more towards the bottom, you start seeing that it's dying, right? What have I told you before is that when you overwater your plants, they start dying from the bottom all the way to the top, and that is even more dangerous, right? Because if they start dying from the tips, then it's easier to recover from that than from this. Okay, now I grab the soil, right? Give it a little smell. Sure enough, I can already kind of smell that anaerobic smell from overwatered trees. All right, same here. I can already feel it. All right. All right, so overwatered is what's happening here. Now it's harder to recover from this. I'm not gonna lie. Most people, they grab a tree like this, it got water there, okay, and they start watering the heck out of it, thinking that it needs water, and then the tree just completely dies. All right, so now there's hope with this one because no growth. No growth. No growth right there. You see that? That's how I can tell that this tree is just have not checked out yet. All right, this one, no growth right here, no growth right there, you see that? You see that right there? You see that right there? Brand new new growth. Okay, there's hope for that. I can fix that. I can fix this tree. This right here, you see that? Boom. Okay, this one don't have a whole lot, but look, that right there, boom. Okay, so it's trying to survive, bro. It's fighting, you know. You can tell it's fighting. Look at that, boom, no growth right there, boom. All right, so all three of them are fighting, and I want them, and I will sure negotiate the price on all three of them. Okay, so that one's dead, these three are not. They're fighting, and I want to give them the best chance at survival. So therefore, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them outside in the ground. Actually, I'm gonna put them in the ground. Okay, so what else? Let me see. This one right here, this mint juniper right here. This mint juniper is not done yet. Look, boom, boom. You see that? Boom, new growth everywhere. So as long as you see new growth in the interior, the trees are not done. What they're doing is they're fighting, okay? And if you treat them right, they're gonna pay you back, okay? That's kind of all that I wanted to point out. The rest of these are just crap. They will probably most likely die, all right? So stay nutty. Now, let's get this show started. All right, guys, as these are the conifers. They are Moonglow junipers, and I got them at, out of $84 each, $18.80 after the 75% discount, and then on top of that, the 10% military discount. And I am pretty excited about it. Now, in the clip, I show you how to pick the best ones, right? First of all, you have to look for that new growth. If there's no new growth on these trees, most likely they are dead, all right? So you don't want to run your chances with those. You want to run your chances with the ones that got that new growth, especially new growth at the bottom of the tree. If the tree is dying from the bottom up, like you see on all of these, right? You have to make sure that you have some sort of new growth at the bottom of that tree. If the tree is dying from the top down, then you need to make sure that they have new growth at the top of the tree. Now, a tree that is dying, or a conifer, or any tree that is dying from the top to the bottom, is way easier to recover them, right? Because that usually that is just heat stress. You can come back from that very easily. But when they're dying from the bottom up, guys, it is hard, because that means that the problem is at the root system. And especially with conifers, they take a really long time to die. And sometimes they look alive and they're already dead, okay? Now, what we're going to do, different than from the other video, is we're actually going to repot these, and then I'm gonna add the solution, my special nutty solution that I make for my trees. Right here are the ingredients, all right? We're gonna get to that real quick, but first things first is we have to get that soil out. I don't care what type of soil it is, or how good it is, or how bad it is. I really don't care. I am going to remove that soil and repot them in these new pots. Now, one thing that you're noticing is that the pots that the trees come are taller, but they're thinner. And the pots that I pick are wider and shallower. There's a reason for that, guys. And it is mostly it is because I don't want these trees to be knocked down by the wind constantly, all right? I am going to put them in one place where it gets morning sun and maybe some very early afternoon sun, and then after that it doesn't get more sun at all. Okay, it is the perfect place that I can find for them. Ideally you want only morning sun, all right, but it is what it is, guys. Now another thing is that it is July 1st, guys. It is July 1st. This is not the ideal time to be messing around with the root system of any trees whatsoever. It is too hot. Each and every little root that your tree has is crucial. However, these trees, I just got them days ago, okay? I have to do something about it, okay? I don't want these trees in that anaerobic or filled with pathogens, right? Because the thing is that the soil, as it stayed wet, it turns anaerobic, and pathogens thrive in anaerobic conditions, and there's a lot of pathogens in that root system, believe it or not, okay? Now, I am going to fix that, all right? I am going to add fresh new soil. I am going to disinfect the roots with the ZeroTol. I am going to help the root system with the RGS, or the root growth stimulant, and I am going to add a little bit of Super Thrive. Really, guys, don't ask me anything about Super Thrive. The only thing that I know is that somehow I use it on plants and it works, but I don't know why, okay? And some fertilizer, because you're gonna disinfect the root system. That means that you're gonna kill everything, the good, the bad, everything, okay? And you need to start building your new colony of microbes in that soil. And what faster way to do it than adding nitrogen? Nitrogen multiplies microbes, all right? Now, here's the thing, okay? What I need to do is, once I change the soil, okay, I need to get the ratio of water to air right for this to succeed. If I don't get it right, I will fail and these trees are gonna die, okay? And that's what the nitrogen is gonna come into play, right? Me watering properly plus the nitrogen is gonna build up the good microbes in that soil. If I were to water this tree constantly plus adding nitrogen, then I'm gonna build up pathogens, right? Now, the good bacteria, the good microbiology in the soil, there's always gonna be pathogens in your soil, no matter what, right? But the good bacteria and those good microbes are gonna keep those pathogens in check. As you add a lot of water, then pathogens are gonna start striving more, and then they're gonna keep the good microbes in checks, all right? You don't wanna turn that around, okay? That's why you need to have the balance to air to water. Good microbes need water, don't get me wrong. They need water, but they need air, okay? Unlike pathogens, a lot of pathogenic bacteria, they really hardly need any air. And that is why they strive in those conditions. Pathogenic bacteria attack the root system of the plant, and that is why it starts rotting, okay? So I hope that I explain myself well here, okay? So with that being said, let's get to work, guys, because I don't have a lot of time here. Sun is about to come down and I don't have a lot of time, all right? So let's do this. All right, guys, first things first, my mat, guys. I've been using this mat so much, guys, so much, using it and abusing it. I thought they were gonna break easily, but somehow they still alive, guys. I recommend these. Super cheap and so convenient, guys, so convenient. You use it, all that soil that you don't want is there. It's easy to get rid of, right? You just have your soil right here, open one of these, do like that, and just, you know, take it somewhere else, right? In my case, the bad soil that I have right here is gonna go my compost piles, guy, in my compost pile. So I got that set. We're gonna go ahead and pick our first tree right here. This is gonna be the brand new pod. I kind of already know what tools I need. Guys, I'm dealing with a juniper, guys. This stuff can hurt your hand, all right? So you need to be careful with these, all right? These puppies right here will stick in your skin, all right? Okay, first thing, just remove this stuff, all right? It doesn't smell that bad, guys. And let's just go ahead and scrape this stuff. I can already tell that the soil that they use on this plant is that soil that they just sell in like big box stores. It's not good soil. Yeah, it hardly got any good like chunks or anything of bark, nothing. It's just straight potty mix, guys. This is just peat moss, guys. So what I'm gonna go ahead and find the flare, guys. Find the flare. All right, guys, this is good enough right here, okay? I can see the flare right here in this area right here. Now, it doesn't have a big flare like a Japanese maple, okay? So you can't just keep digging looking for those thick roots, all right? So just be careful with that, okay? Plus, I don't want to hurt this tree more than what it is right now. So I think this is good enough, okay? So the way that I'm gonna approach this stuff is, because I don't want to tear up too many of the roots, I'm gonna passively, all right, try to get as much as this soil out. I'm probably not gonna be able to get all of it, but I'm gonna try to, all right, without tearing a lot of that root. You see that right there? That is fungus, all right? And I don't think it's a bad thing, really, but there you go. Very softly, all right? I see white rootings on this tree, so this tree is not dead. It got a long way to go, guys, before it dies. So that is good news for me. Yeah, I can definitely see a lot of live roots here, so we're good. Let's just keep on going. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of beat it up a little bit. All right. And there's a stake here that I really don't want to get rid of. So just pull it up just a tiny little bit and just keep beating this stuff up a little bit, because I'm just trying to beat the soil out of this root system and then add new soil without having to tear it up too much. All right, look at that. Look at all those roots, all right? It's a lot of fine rooting here, I'll tell you that. So we're not looking bad at all. White roots, I can see white roots right there, you know. These roots are good, guys. Roots are definitely good, and I think this is it. This is as far as I'm gonna go. Okay, look at that. All right, didn't tear up much of the root system. It's still there. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put it in a new pot. All right. I'll just go ahead and the stake that had it, I'm just gonna go ahead and push it right back down, all right? There you go. All the way to the bottom, all right? Oh my God, guys. There you go. That's one. I think I'm gonna have to add one more stake here, guys, because it's just not looking good, all right? So that is one done. Look at that. It's about to fall. It's gonna fall. And it almost fall, all right? So when I add water to this, don't worry, it's just gonna take. It'll take when I add water, all right? So we're good. This is plant number one. 2 more to go. Same thing, guys, with this tree. Let's go ahead and start knocking down that top portion of it. I'm gonna start looking for that flare a little bit, okay? I can already start to feel it right here as I press with my thumb. So we're good here. And we're definitely good on this side as well. So this is it, guys. This is it. Okay. Maybe I'll cut this. All right. Same thing, lay it down. Start working with the root system. Okay, carefully, all right? You don't want to start tearing up all these roots, okay? So just look from up to down. Don't go sideways, okay? Up to down, okay? Up to down. Okay, kind of tear up that wall a little bit, and once you tear up that wall, everything else is just gonna start falling. All right, here the bottom part, you can tear up the floor right here, and then beat it up or shake it. You see all that soil is gonna start coming out. Look at that. All the roots are there. a lot of the soil came off, okay? And I'm shaking it, and we are good to go on this one, okay? And guys, this is good to go. That's number 2. We got one more. I feel the flare right here on this side, and then on this side I also feel it right here, and here's right there, and here I just want it right here. So we're good on the flare. Why doing so amazing? I've seen that on this wood bowl. Right on the wall, the floor, the bottom. We got tension. Right, just okay. Slide it a little bit. Guys, this soil right here, it is so light, so puffy. It contains, it's just almost pure peat moss, guys. Look at that. Almost no bark or anything, you know. It's very minimal, you know. A piece here and there, but other than that, it's just peat moss, guys. Look at that. This is crap. It just holds too much water, guys. Holds way too much water and not a whole lot of air, okay? So this is the reason why these trees are looking like that. There's no other explanation to this, okay? That and the combination of them. They water these every day. I already asked them how they operate. They said, no, we water every day, everything, you know? So that means all the plants that require water every day gets water along with every other plant that doesn't require water every day. So this would be one of them, right? So it is why their rack of clearance keeps growing so bad. It's because of that, okay? So just go ahead and fill this little poppy up, because I don't have a whole lot of sun left. A little over here, okay? So I just squeeze this right here. Now a little more, just remove it. There you go. I think that's better. Obviously, I didn't remove 100% of the soil that it came with, but I removed a good 80%, I want to call that, right? So the vast majority of that soil is gone. I feel a little better now and more confident of that they are now in a much better soil that has a lot of fine pine bark mulch and a lot of perlite, guys. This soil has a ridiculous amount of perlite, and perlite holds a lot of air, guys, and the pine bark mulch also provides a lot of air to this root system that it needs it desperately, okay? So air was the problem here. Combination with a lot of water, that's what it was hurting these trees. There's nothing else to look at this point, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this stake right here. It also came with it, okay? And I'm gonna put a couple of straps here and there, okay? And then I'm gonna add another stake temporarily for maybe a couple of weeks, okay? Because this stuff's gonna start producing new roots and start spreading in its new pot, all right? So let's just go ahead and move on to my nutty recipe that I use for the soil, all right? All right, guys, so here it is. We got the Miracle Grow, ZeroTol, RGS, and some Super Thrive. We have 2 gallons of water there, and I'm gonna make this mix right here. I kind of already explained to you what this does, all right? So the RGS has humic and has some sea kelp that helps with the root system and helps with root growth, all right? We have the ZeroTol here. ZeroTol is pretty much a disinfectant. That's hydrogen peroxide, right? And we got obviously fertilizer and the Super Thrive, guys. Super Thrive, again, I don't have anything else other than word to mouth that this stuff works, all right? I don't know what it is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the 1.5 of the spoon that this contains in the water, okay? So 1 full of this. Okay, and you guys know I got a little extra nutty with my stuff. So right here, that's 1, and about half. There you go. Okay, we're gonna add 3 tablespoons, okay, of this in there. And then we're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of RGS there. And we're gonna add half of this Super Thrive right there, okay? So let's do that. All right, guys, so the Miracle Grow is already in. Let's just add the, what's dirtiest? Okay, this is the cleanest of all. So I said 3 of these, right? 3 of these. I already did the calculation before the video, guys. So there's instructions here in the label. I suggest you follow them, right? All right. That's there. Some half of this of Super Thrive. There you go. And some of this RGS. It gotta be shaked a little bit, all right? This stuff gotta be shaked. And I'm gonna add 2 of the RGS in here. That's 1. This 2 is this very thick product, all right? I use this stuff in my lawn, plants, you name it, indoor, outdoor plants. I would use this on my pancakes if I could, guys. That's how much I use this stuff. I go through gallons of this every year. Okay, by the way, I buy this stuff from Yard Mastery. I'm gonna see if I can post the link of this product in the description below. And then I will post some Amazon affiliate links, guys, which helps my channel make all this content for you guys. I will put the ZeroTol, the Miracle Grow, the Super Thrive. I mean, this stuff you can get in a big box store, except for the ZeroTol. But if you guys want to get it from Amazon, shipped to your house, you can do so, and you'll be helping me create more content for you guys, all right? So, all right, let's just go ahead and mix everything up real nice. All right, guys, I feel pretty confident about this stuff being mixed very well here. And I'm just gonna use this product. All right, guys, so with fresh new soil, what you want to do is you want to get a little drench, all right? Wait just a couple of minutes, all right? And let that stuff absorb and break the hydrophobic tension that it has, right? Because this soil has been dry for so long that it creates kind of like that hydrophobic where the soil kind of doesn't absorb, it just slides, all right? So right now it's there. So I'm gonna give it a little couple of minutes, make sure that I break that tension, because if not, I keep adding this product, it's just gonna flush through the holes and not a whole lot is going to actually go into the root system where it matters, all right? So let's give it a couple of minutes. All right, guys, so the product is inside the root system. It's going to start working immediately, all right? Now, now it's up to me to properly water these trees and get the water to air ratio right in order for this tree to recover and thrive. If I don't get that, and I just drop water there, or if I don't water at all, they're gonna die, all right? Because they are already in massive stress. So I need to get the water to air ratio right. Now, how do I get the water to air ratio right? You may ask. Well, it is simple, guys. Use your finger, okay? Don't use a moisture meter. Guys, stop using that stuff. I have about 8 of them right now in my garage. They are all corroded, damaged. They don't give me an accurate reading, okay? What do I use? This finger, guys. Just go ahead. Don't be afraid, all right? Approach your tree. Just give it a little, caress it a little bit. Tell it that you love it, and you're hoping that it's just gonna flourish, right? Recover and turn into a beautiful juniper moon glow, right? And just go with your finger, right? Just stick it in there, right? Just stick it. Don't be scared, all right? Just stick it in there. If it comes back wet, you're good to go. That's what she said. All right? You're good to go. If it comes back dry, you need to add water. As simple as that, guys. It is free. It's free. You don't need to spend no money anywhere, okay? Why would you get a moisture meter? To check your potted plants if you got a finger. It makes no freaking sense. I see all these guys with a moisture meter. Just throw that shit away, okay? Use your finger or use weight, guys. Use your weight, okay? Water a plant, okay? And hold it in your hand. And just memorize how much it weighs. Wait a couple of days if it doesn't rain and it dries. And hold it again. And you will know, trust me, you will know that tree needs water, okay? So I think we are about ready to close this episode. Well, there you go, guys. In this video, I show you how to pick the best looking conifers out of the clearance section of a big box store and how to prepare them to recover them, all right? So if you guys like this video, please hit the like button as it helps me with the YouTube algorithm. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing and turning on the bell notification. Other than that, I got nothing else for you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay naughty, my friends.